the way college football is now, there's going to be a lot of opt-outs and transfers and stuff, so the roster's going to look a lot different for the bowl game. In your experience and going through practices too, how valuable do you think a bowl game like this is for young guys to get an opportunity because there are now openings in the 2D?
Yeah, I think it's extremely valuable. It's another opportunity to play the game, and every time you get to step onto the field and play is valuable. And so obviously with some room being made with guys leaving and stuff, it's a great opportunity for young guys to step up, whether that's special teams or whether that's a bigger role offensively or defensively, and it's against a really good opponent. So to get thrown into the fire, I guess, against a really good team, there's nothing better. You get to go out there and compete. So I'm excited for some of the guys who get more of a shot this game, and we'll see. It'll be a lot of fun.
You mentioned a really good team, but they're not going to have the quarterback, obviously. Can you anticipate what might change with their offense, or do you know much about the guy who's expected to start in Daniel's place?
Not a ton. I don't know a ton about him. I mean, it's going to be a lot less worried about QB run game. Obviously, with the athlete that Jane Daniels is, he causes a lot of stress in many ways on the field. So there won't be that threat present, but they still have a really good team and a lot of really good athletes and a lot of really good players. I mean, their receiving core is top in the country. So that's going to be a great challenge for us. It's a great opportunity to go prove ourselves and get better and grow. You got a receiving room like that and good running backs, a good tight end. A quarterback can figure it out pretty quickly. So I think it's still going to be a great challenge, and we're going to have to prepare like it is and prepare like we're playing a top 15 team, because we are.
Do you wish that you would have gotten to play Daniels?
Yeah, I do. It would have just been a lot of fun. I think he obviously Heisman winner. He's a great player, and the opportunity to play against him and play against the top players in the country, that's the reason I came here, to play against people of that caliber and see how myself and the team stack up. So yeah, I wish he was playing, but obviously he's got to do what's best for his career, and so now whoever comes out on the field, we'll play them too.
How challenging is the preparation for a bowl game when maybe start a bowl prep, you have guys practicing and then all of a sudden they're just not on a team anymore? Does that make it harder to get ready when you're trying to get your lineup in order?
A little bit. I think the big thing is it's just a extra added distraction. Guys are going to have to step up. It's the nature of football. Injuries happen during the season. Guys leave, obviously, with the portal and all that other stuff. So guys have to step up. And that's, a huge part of the game. And now with the portal becoming what it is, it's becoming an even bigger part. So it's, like I said, it's a big opportunity for guys to step up. Guys getting a lot more reps in practice, and being able to show who they are and what they can do.
You mentioned the young guys a little bit ago. Christian Allegro is a guy that keeps getting talked about as really starting to emerge the second half of the season. What have you seen out of him in practice or meetings or whatever that has gotten him to this position that he's getting more trust?
He's really smart, for one, and he's a really good athlete. And when you have those two together, it makes it dangerous. And he's really starting to come into his own, really starting to trust himself more. And that's just come with him getting reps and him getting time and being on the field more. It's hard to go straight from high school to college and be able to just show up right away. But he's doing really well, and I'm excited to see where he can take himself, because he can go a lot of really good places. He's going to be that good. So I'm excited to see what he can do in this bowl game with, obviously people leaving. He's going to have an even bigger role, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
When you look at what this defense has done this year, I'm sure some good, some not as good, but as you think about it, what are some of the areas you feel like this group did especially well in transitioning to a new defense? And what would the areas be that you think there's room for improvement next season?
I think tackling is one of the things that we struggled with early on. Started to come into our own as the season progressed. Getting off the field on third down was something that we struggled with. I think the biggest strength that we had to our team, to our defense, was just our fight. Obviously, we struggled early on in games, but the relentlessness and the ability to just put that behind us and move on, I think that was a huge strength for us. And then just trusting ourselves and trusting each other as the season went on. That was a big thing that started to carry over into games. So yeah, I mean, there's always stuff to work on, always ways to get better, and keep trusting in the staff and keep trusting in each other, and we will be really good.
You mentioned tackling. I'm not sure how much you can improve as a player and as a defense overall in season. Was the improvement in tackling having more guys around the ball more consistently, or it wasn't as much one-on-one, or what did you see that led to better tackling as the season went on?
I mean, fundamentals are a lot of it.
Okay.
Taking the right angles,
Okay.
maintaining your leverage, and trusting the guys around you. You can't, obviously, there's 11 guys on the field at once, and you can't try to do it all yourself, because that's going to get you killed and it's going to screw your teammates over. So trusting each other and understanding where we fit in plays, and just developing our knowledge and our awareness as the season goes on, because there is a lot you can do to, improve at that and get better at that. And we saw it as the season went on, how much better we became. And there's only more room to grow as we go forward.
Hunter, did you submit your information to the NFL Draft Advisory Board? I'm not really sure how that works, but I'm sure when you're looking for feedback here, that might be one area. Like, did you do that? And have you heard what kind of feedback there is on how people view your pro prospects?
Yeah, I talked to Coach Fickle, and he got in touch with people, and I don't know how all that works either. But he got in touch with some people. I got some really good information, and had some really, really good conversations. So, I'm happy where I am. This is where I should be. I'm excited for this game, and moving forward, I'm excited to be here.
Does that mean you decided to stick around for next season?
Definitely. Of course. I mean, there really wasn't much of a doubt in my mind that I wouldn't be around coming into next season. I made a commitment to my teammates, to the coaches. Obviously, those ones aren't here anymore, but I made a commitment to this university and my teammates in specific that I will be here, and I will be here to give my everything for this team. And there's a lot of unfinished business. We haven't had the seasons that we need to be having since I've been here. So we need to make that happen, and I have to be around for that, because that's what I came here for. I came here to win, and we have to do that.
So when did you is there a moment of clarity? When did you tell staff or whatnot? And was there a precise moment of clarity that you just declared to the staff, yeah, I'm staying?
I wouldn't say so, no. I think it was after the season, I kind of already knew what my plan was. I kind of knew where my head was at already. And after a lot of really good conversation with Coach Fickle, with my parents, with some other people, the best thing is for me to be here and be with my brothers and keep this train moving forward.
What are you most excited about for the defense heading into next year then?
There's a lot of things to be excited about. Obviously, we're going to get some new players. The guys that we have right now are going to grow a lot, and just being on the field, I don't want to look past this game that's coming up, but it will be exciting, and I can't wait for that. And when the time comes, I'll be ready for it. But right now, it's all LSU.
Hunter,
I know it's all.
talking about bowl prep, one thing that you guys kind of featured early on in the season was the dollar package. Now that you guys have a few weeks, as well as LSU and their vertical passing attack, do you guys plan to try and implement that in some sort in the bowl?
Yeah, we'll run it a little bit. I'm not sure the extent that we want to use it, but we'll utilize it a little bit. I think it's a great opportunity to get more DBs on the field and get more guys who are better in the pass on the field. So yeah, we'll have opportunities, and we'll have opportunities to make plays, and we have to make the most of them.